Snakes bite about 5.4 million people each year, resulting in between 81,000 and 138,000 deaths, according to the World Health Organization. As poisonous snakes kill their victims with toxic substances produced in a modified salivary gland, the snake then injects them into the prey using its fangs. These toxins have evolved over millions of years to cause severe reactions in the victim, from paralysis and bleeding to tissue death and inflammation. Here are some snakes whose venom can be enough to kill a human. Black mamba. The black mamba, the most dangerous snake in Africa, can kill a person with just 2 drops of poison. Although the mamba is brown, it is called black because of the dark color of its mouths. It has an average length of about 2.5 meters and can move at a speed of 19 kilometers per hour. Young mambas are born with 2 to 3 drops of venom in each canine, so they are lethal from the start. By adulthood, they are able to store up to 20 drops of venom in their fangs. According to the Kruger National Park, the bite of the mamba without treatment is fatal. Once the poison is injected into the body of the victim, she suffers paralysis or cardiac arrest. Snakes in South Africa. Green tree. The green tree snake lives throughout Africa, primarily in Swaziland, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique and Zimbabwe, and is one of the most venomous of the so-called back-toothed snakes, according to the University of Michigan Zoological Museum. Such snakes can fold their fangs back into their mouths when they do not need to use them. As with other deadly snakes, this snake contains a bloody venom that causes its victims to bleed both internally and externally. Russell snake. About 58,000 deaths in India are attributed to snake bites each year, and the Russell snake is responsible for the majority of these deaths. In Sri Lanka, where this night snake likes to rest in rice fields, it causes a high mortality rate among rice farmers during harvest time. Researchers reported in 2014 Handbook of Clinical Neuroscience that snake venom can lead to a range of symptoms such as acute kidney failure and severe bleeding. In rare cases, symptoms similar to Sheehan syndrome appear, where the pituitary gland stops secreting certain hormones. Banded crete. This snake moves slowly during the day and is active at night. Its bite can paralyze the muscles and prevent the diaphragm from moving, preventing air from entering the lungs and causing the victim to suffocate. King cobra. It is the longest venomous snake in the world, reaching a length of 5.4 meters according to the Natural History Museum in London. The sight of this snake allows the detection of a moving person from a distance of about 100 meters. When threatened, cobras can lift their head off the ground by about a third of their body length, according to the San Diego Zoo. The fame of the king cobra is not due to the strength of its venom, but rather because of the amount of poison it injects into the victims. Each bite provides about 7 milliliters, 0.24 fluid ounces, of venom, and the snake tends to attack with 3 or 4 quick bites. This sting can kill an adult in 15 minutes and an elephant in a few hours. Inland taipan. The inland taipan is one of the most venomous snakes, according to the International Journal of Neuropharmacology, meaning that a tiny fraction of its venom is enough to kill a human prey or victim. The inland taipan lives far in the mud crevices of the Queensland and South Australian plains, often inside pre-dug burrows for other animals. They rarely come into contact with humans, as they live in locations more remote than coastal taipan. When it feels threatened, the snake damages its body in the form of one quick bite or multiple bites. The main component of this poison, which distinguishes it from other species, is the enzyme hyaluronidase, which increases the rate of absorption of toxins throughout the victim's body. Saw-scale rattlesnake. The sawhorn snake, Echis carinatus, is the smallest member of India's Big Four along with the Russell's viper, the common krite, Bungarus caeruleus, and the Indian cobra, Naja naja. It is believed to be responsible for most of the bites and related deaths in the country. Once this snake is bitten, the person will have localized swelling and pain in the area, followed by possible bleeding. Since the venom tampers with the victim's body's ability to clot, leading to internal bleeding and eventually acute kidney failure, antitoxin must be administered to the victim within hours of the bite in order for the person to survive. Oriental tiger. The eastern tiger snake is native to the mountains and grasslands of southeastern Australia. Its bite can cause poisoning to humans within 15 minutes after the bite. It is responsible for at least one death per year on average. Spearhead. This type of snake lives in Central and South America, and its length ranges from 1.2 to 2.5 meters. It weighs about 6 kilograms. A female can give birth to 90 ferocious offspring. The spearhead is responsible for half of all snakebite poisonings in Central America. Because its venom contains an anticoagulant, its bite can cause a person to bleed. Australian copper python. This snake is mostly copper in color and reaches a length of 1.8 meters and is widespread especially in Australia. Its venom is considered one of the most dangerous and can kill a person if he bites him and does not obtain an antidote to snake venom. African great puffer snake. Its main areas of spread are in the areas of Tanzania, Kenya, and even Namibia. It reaches a length of 2 meters and is especially active at night. A snake of this type can spray poison on its enemies from 3 meters away. While it does not affect the skin, it can cause blindness if it comes into contact with the eyes. Its bite may kill a person, and whoever does not die may live without one of his body parts. The royal great snake, the longest venomous snake in the world, reaches a length of 5.59 meters. It is especially widespread in India, Indonesia, and the Philippines. Although its venom is of a medium-strength type, its bites often lead to death due to the large amount of poison in one bite, which leads to respiratory paralysis.